Hello, my family. Yep, we still have training wheels and we're still working things, but we are here today. When a moment like this happens, this time, and if you notice, I'm a little closer to you now because I'm not afraid anymore. Our coffee time, which y'all, I'm super excited. This morning, I went looking around my kitchen and I happened to see a very dusty old piece of equipment that I have neglected, and I miss it so much. So I pulled it out and I started making my espresso coffees again. So instead of spending $7 to $12 for a fancy cup of coffee, I made with my own espresso machine my caramel macchiato iced coffee, and it is to die for. Occasionally I'm learning it's okay to splurge. Life is short. I'm going to get into that later. But this coffee time is an unusual type of thing. When this happens, I'm going to start making segments on It's Mail Call, y'all. I thought that was pretty catchy for this homestead because really, I have care packages that came to this homestead today, and I want to dedicate it to those who sent them to me, and to share with all of you, and to say thank you so much. And I'm not kidding, these are care packages. So it's mail call, y'all. Let's get started. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We're going to start with my brother. My brother, bless his heart, he is from Illinois. And he might not do what I do, but he's just getting to the point he's learning more and more. I'm so stinking proud of you, my brother. So proud of you. This man is actually growing. Many people make excuses onto what they can and cannot grow, where, and everything else. And this man literally is growing the most beautiful tomatoes and pepper plants I have seen indoors under a grow light. Y'all, anything I've told you is possible. And my brother is another one who's proving that. He took some advice. He's been wanting fresh vegetables, and he's doing it. But he knows I'm down and I'm limited to the things I can eat, which is highly frustrating. We went to a festival yesterday, and I love our town's country festivals. Well, this one was out of town. It was a railroad festival. It was so cool. And we ordered some food because I was getting hungry. And the sad thing is, the food was expensive, and I had to throw it away because I could not eat it. This part, and where it is, y'all, just so you know, it is not where my teeth were extracted. My tops don't bother me at all. It is my bottom. And where it is hurting from is right here on this front line of my gum. When I press down on it, it's got two very sore, tender spots right here. So we have been trying to work with these spots, but they're really hard. I am really hoping and praying that many of you say that my permanents are going to be so much better. I'm looking forward to that, y'all, because this is rough. So I want to be able to eat, and to eat the food that I miss. That I miss my Mediterranean stuff. But anyways, let's get into this. So our first box. This is so cool because I've told my brother I want to get into microgreens. I've done sprouts, and I've got a sprouter. I've showed you all my round stackable sprouter, but I've never done microgreens. This is the first time, and I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. This is my first set of microgreens that I've done. Now, they have reached their full maturity, and these are honestly going to the chickens today. I'm sad. But part of this, I'm going to also refrigerate it because I'm going to turn them into something else I'm getting into I've never done before, and that is protein shakes and smoothies while I'm going through this. So this is going to be half and half. Half the chickens, half mine. But that space right there is different. So this one is more airy. I had my eye on it, but my brother beat me to it and gave me a stack of microgreen trays. So thank you, my little brother. I love you. I love you to pieces. And not only that, God loves this man, because this one, I'm sorry, I'm saving these. These are Sprouts sandwich mix. I'm going to save these seeds when I can actually eat them, because I know these are fantastic. But he gives me seeds to just play with. Now, I for one know grains and seeds are really expensive, so he sends me play seeds. So that was really cool. Thank you, my little brother, very, very much. He also done this. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell you, he's not just my little brother. And I'm not saying it's just because he's family. I'm telling you this because they are well known in Illinois, upper end of Illinois, from Aurora to Chicago, and probably beyond that, y'all. They have, and I know many of you, and I know this for a fact, are pet lovers. Most of you dog lovers and all. Now, him and my sister-in-law have a company called Mushyface Cookie Company. You can find them online, and I will link, I'll put a link in my description box below for their company. They are extremely affordable on all of their dog treats. Their dog treats are natural. As a matter of fact, they have cat treats, and that's what poor little Smokey, our little photo bomber you've been seeing, well, he happened to see her. So the corgis and Smokey all got treats from their uncle and aunt. So anyways, these here, it's amazing because this is real food, shrimp, salmon, and ahi tuna. And it was freeze dried, made into cat treats. So, and some of you, like your dogs, your huskies and stuff, they love those type of things as well. These are called Frosty Bites. They're 100% beef raw, and this is for cats and dogs. This one here is freeze dried also. They make their own dog biscuits and everything, and y'all, it's natural. I know for a pure fact, I have ordered their products. Yes, being their sister, I still order from them. Our animals have always loved their treats. There was never a doubt. So I am going to encourage you, if you're eating naturally, if you want more for your family and your pets, look up Mushyface, please. And I will, like, again, put their the website in my description for you to just check them out, y'all. I'm going to guarantee you what you get here, you are going to get far, far greater quality products than anything you're going to find on Chewy or Walmart. Or check them out. I promise you, you will not regret this. Thank you again, my little brother. And I have opened these up, and the corgis, well, they listen to me now. Thank you. The kitty, she's particular, but she's eating it. So, that was one of them. Let's go to the next one. That one was amazing, and I can't wait. We got a lot going on in the homestead now, y'all. Spring is officially here. I currently have the tomatoes and the Aleppo peppers outside transitioning to go into the bed. I am super excited. But this also means that the homestead starts today in full bloom, full blast. We'll get to that. The next care package we have the most amazing Heartfelt cards I have seen, and I want to give a shout out to all of you. To Miss Marion, it's hard to see past all these things on here, honey. She's from Independence, Kansas. Marion, for one, I want to thank you for your lovely, loving card. And also, the message on the envelope, yes, the corgis do not stay outside. So when it is extremely hot and sunny, they do have a chance to come indoors. Those are not your typical outdoor pets. I let them outside to play because they are extremely playful pets. So I let them outside to run their energy off. But I can guarantee you they are well taken care of. So please don't worry. Miss Nancy Merritt. This card made me absolutely smile. It was the cutest thing I ever seen, and I have to share it with y'all. It says here, and I'm going to go through this. This special card comes to tell you to feel better soon. And inside this card, is another card. And that says, hope you're back to your old self in no time. And inside this card, it is a tiny bit heartfelt hug. Yeah, I send you so many hugs, and for once, it felt good because I got a hug. So thank you, Nancy. I have another gorgeous, beautiful card in heartfelt from Miss Christine Donarski. And this one I'm going to keep with me. It's very extremely heartfelt to me. And it says, I am your God. He reminds me, no matter how I feel, that God is with me always. And I absolutely love the bookmark that goes with it. So thank you, Christine. Y'all, cards, letters, anything that I hear from you, I cherish. I really, really cherish. And then with Marion's, I think, if I'm saying your name wrong, honey, I'm really sorry. But I get this beautiful garden tea time, and it kind of reminds me of, well, scones and tea in England. It's kind of cute. I love this. And I do put these aside. I go back to them and I read cards from my family. Because that's what this is, y'all. This isn't just a YouTube channel. This is my family. This is my family. This is from real people, real life. This is my family. And I get emotional when I see this kind of love coming from folks. It's just, my cup runneth over because I don't know what I did to deserve it. But I thank God. I thank God for every one of you. We finally reached, y'all. Hallelujah. We finally reached that threshold, and we are at 9,400 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, Money Mom, for doing what you did for me as well. And Tessie, Homesteading Tessie, thank you. You both are absolutely amazing, and I appreciate you so much. Hang on, y'all, because my mouth has now reached to the point it's not slobbering all the time, but it gets really dry. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, that's so good. Miss Tina Masters. Darling, you made me cry this morning when I opened up your package. I had told you all that we are having a hard time getting grains. Now I am learning grains are hard, but for a certain reason. This is spring. There's a lot of us homesteaders restocking our pantries, and we're running out. So it makes sense that this is happening. Plus we had droughts and everything else. So I'm patient, and I'm going to be patient until my grains come in. In the meantime, Miss Tina, I don't know where she found this, but she found me some organic einkorn berries. This is one of them on my Azure order that I was not able to get. God bless you, Tina, for this. And on top of that, she went a step further and even got me an einkorn bread cookbook. This is amazing because this is where I stand. I stand with whole grains anymore. It's the only thing my husband can eat. And for the most part, it's turning out so much better for him and I health-wise. So we're not budging. And talk about Azure, we have a haul coming in, and I will make sure that I'm going to give you my Azure standard order when it comes in tomorrow. So Miss Tina Masters, God bless you, darling. This next care package, y'all, I'm going to ask for a special request for. This is from my really, really good friend Cece out of Canada. Cece occasionally sends me care packages, and this lady truly sends care packages for me. She has been an angel, but today, my angel needs prayers. She's going through, and I'm not going to mention what she's going through with. God knows. What I'm going to ask you all, I know you are full of so much love, and I'm asking you to share some of that love with my friend Cece. She really can use it right now. Cece, I love you, and may God comfort you with his wings in this time. Cece, I love you dearly, and I hope you are going to see this, and I hope you know that I am here with you in my heart. I'm sitting right beside you. In the name of Jesus, Father God, I pray that you wrap your loving arms around my friend Cece. Take her through whatever she needs to go through right now, and her and the family. And Father, I thank you for being by her side. In the name of Jesus, I thank you, Lord. God love you, Cece. Sorry, y'all. I get emotional with this lady because she is really, really close to me. We spend a lot of time talking, and I have two others as well. Some of my family has reached out to me and becoming more connected, and it's growing to the fact that I have some really, really good, amazing friends. For the first time in my life, I never had friends. I told you, I'm an introvert. I don't really get out much. This homestead has been my life indoors and around it. I don't talk to people. I'm starting to be able to get out because I have a message, and the message is about helping people get healthier. And so Cece and Candy and Kathy, all of these folks help me get through, teaching me how to have a friend. They don't even know. And it's been a pleasure to have somebody to talk to and relate to. So I do get emotional with Cece because she means so much to me. She knows my weakness is coffee. I mean, and now I'm getting into my espressos on top of it, y'all. Coffee is my thing. Now look, I gave up smoking. I gave up drinking. I got my teeth fixed. I lost my weight. I am not whatsoever, I'm putting my foot down. Coffee, I'm not getting rid of. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, I have my Colombian coffee, and I am so well stocked on this, I'm not going to run out for a while. And the best part is this is organic, and I can grind it myself. These are coffee beans. So she definitely love her. She has stocked me up. Oh, this is dark roast. Oh, wow. Never mind. She gave me, oh my goodness, dark roast. Colombian. She gave me both Colombian and dark roast coffee, y'all. This is amazing. And both of these, I've tried them. They're absolutely great. And I can make my iced coffee out of this as well. Thank you, Cece. I'm well stocked up with coffee. She loves me to pieces. I know she does. Her last care package she sent me, which I'm getting ready to use, sent me products to start using for protein shakes and smoothies. So I am definitely going to start using that, because if I can't eat, I got to have something healthy. So that's what I'm going to start doing. She knew I loved, oh my goodness, I love this. Queen bee. Y'all, I go to Aldi's. I'm going in style. I absolutely love these bags. Oh, and this shirt came from her too. Country Bee. Their honey is, holy smokes, amazing. She's been sending me infused honey. Whiskey, rum, blackberries, different flavors, and oh, they're good. Oh, she's got stuff inside of here. Tea. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we have some apple chai. Ooh. Lord have mercy, that sounds amazing. Apple chai tea. Ooh. It has heritage apples, cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, black peppercorns, ginger, fennel, nutmeg, orange peel, and vanilla bean. Ooh. And I got the filters to make my tea with. Cece, God bless you, darling. Again, Queen Bee Farms. Oh, and a little honey stick. This is so cool. She's tucked little things in here. This box is full, y'all, and she's tucked them here, there, and everywhere. We have, oh, I'm putting these outside today, actually. I have 3 beans, pretty big size beans, of Scarlet Runner beans. We are absolutely going to plant these. Yes, ma'am. I have some more of the, let me try to say this, dried seed buckthorn. I did it. The pulp and the seed. Now, I can't actually eat the seed, but I can grind this up and use it in my smoothies. It's a healing type of organic pulp. More honey, and oh my gosh. Lemon ginger infused tea. This will go great, or honey, with my tea. So, this is lemon ginger infused honey for my teas. And that'll go with all my other flavors. I am so blessed, so blessed. This Gardener's Dream Cream, this stuff is amazing. I have had bug bites and everything, and I would put this stuff on, and it takes that away. So when a mosquito gets me, this stuff here is good. It has replenished my dry skin and everything. She's got me well stocked on this as well, and it smells good. She's got me where I also use, because my lips have been dry, beeswax for my lips. Like I said, she's taking care of me, and I don't know what I've done to deserve this. I really don't. But I'm blessed. Okay, y'all. This is for the Homestead family. This whole entire family. I told you, you are my family, right? Well, being in my family, it's going to be, my family is a circus without the tent. Y'all, we never know what's going to happen, but we know it's going to be real. So, welcome to the family, especially those of you who are new. God love you. I'm sending you much love. I hope you enjoy being with us, because this is one major family. Now, this is a magnet. This is going up on top of my refrigerator, because I can relate to this in so many different ways. Okay, I've never seen anything like this, but she sent me, Cece, this is a neck and shoulder heat pad. Oh, Lord have mercy. I love this woman. She takes care of me in ways that, I don't know what I've done, Cece, but God love you. Thank you. And those days when I'm out in that garden and it gets really hard After a good bath, I'm going to put this on and I know I'm going to sleep like a baby. I have had many times where my neck and shoulders hurt a lot. Y'all, we ain't done. This box has been full, I'm telling you. We have, oh my goodness, Beeswax Works Simple Candles. Y'all, when the power goes out, this is going to come in handy. Maybe I just want to have a nice romantic candle lit day. I might find an old-fashioned lamp to put these in there and just light my candles instead of having the lights turned on. I love romance. I love softness these days. I love to be able to just sit down. This is another set of the candles. Cece, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I have so many ideas I'm going to use with these. And we've got one more here. I have no idea what this is. Afraid I'm going to drop it, so hang on a second now. Well, she really wrapped this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I told you I made my iced coffee. Well, in that iced coffee is 100% organic Canadian grade A maple syrup. Y'all, this stuff tastes so good. So I have that in here and I'm absolutely loving this flavor. So the bottle I just opened, this one's going to cover it. So Cece, thank you so much. And your card made me cry. She is very heartfelt. She did include a card in here for me, sending me love and wishing me well. And yet she's going through herself. So God love you, Cece. And I hope you felt my hug and I hope you felt the prayers. And again, please pray for Cece. I'm going to get all this put away and we're going to come back because I have another important topic I want to talk to you about. Okay, y'all. So I am now, like I said, this is spring. We're starting the homestead all over again. Now, I know that there are several ways out there of preparing your family. Now, I will say this. The stocks that I do, I've said this before, this is how this homestead runs. We basically run biblically. We grow in the spring, we harvest and we tend through the summer, and then we harvest in the fall. From fall to winter, we really can't grow anything. That is our off season. At this point, this is when our stock barn should be full. This is when we eat what we have grown. And that's the way it should be. So I do enough for winter, or at least for a year. Now I will tell you, there is nothing wrong with preparing ahead of time and having a stock. I do it myself. I will encourage you to do the same thing. Here's why. To have a little extra would be times when, what if you lost your job and you couldn't go grocery shopping? What if a situation like me right now, I have certain conditions that I can and cannot eat. If I didn't have what I had in my pantry, honestly, I'd be running to the store constantly trying to find me something to eat. So instead, I have tomatoes I can make a tomato bisque out of. I have lentils and soup products that I can make me. I have bone broths to help me nourish my body. By doing so and stocking up, I did great for these times, and it was what we call our emergency times. My husband was able to grab some jars of chili or chicken soup if he wanted to, instead of having to make a meal that he's not used to because, well, I cook for us. So that became extremely important for him. So stocking is not bad. I every year grow a garden. I take that garden and we preserve that garden. Biblically, that's the same thing they did. And one of the biggest things, the most major gardening were wheat berries, grapes, and olives. Olive oil, grapes, wine, and then your wheat for all your breads, unleavened and leavened breads. So it makes sense. There was certain times for harvest. The Bible talks several times about stock barns. Yes, we were meant to do that. And at a point, if we had enough, we could also share. Now, I am learning today that sharing kind of means a different thing than it used to. So what I do is I can give you a fish, and I will share at times. I really do. And I will give you that fish, and you're going to eat for that day. But, here I'm going to start teaching you how to fish because you're going to eat for a lifetime. Now, would I myself stock more than a year's worth of food? My answer is maybe 6 months after that. But other than that, no. I'm not going to stock my whole entire house full of food. Here is the reasons for me why. Number one, I don't care if it's store-bought food. I don't care if it's canned food. Food eventually, even besides the best by dates, food, all kinds, even home preserved, starts losing nutrients, vitamins, and coloring. Eventually it gets to be quite unappealing and no good to us. Past 2 years actually is too far, in my opinion, and that's how I feel. If I am doing this to be healthy, if I am doing this for nutrients, I want to keep what I have. So what's the sense of going any further? That's number one reason. Number two reasons, and it's one that I saw the other day that broke my heart in two. Folks don't see the way we think. We are homesteaders, we are farmers, so we do what we do for our family on a whole nother different level. But that don't mean the rest of the world does that. I have many of my family members on this channel, they just love to watch what I do. They don't do what I do. And I'm okay with that. So they don't really do that. But know this, if you are like me, you have family that might not do what we do and not understand either. Right down the road from us, I happened to notice there was a big truck that came through with a really big sized trailer on the back of them. Come to find out that was a very huge commercial dumpster. And it went right up the road to an old house that had been what we thought was abandoned. Evidently, the couple that was living there, or whoever was living there, they passed away. Y'all, what broke my heart was everything that was in that dumpster, and we're talking piles completely over this great big long dumpster. Their entire life was inside that dumpster. Everything that they worked hard for, everything that they valued, all of it, absolutely all of it, was in the dumpster and got hauled off for garbage. So, it got me thinking, if anything ever happened to Mr. James and I, and even all this food that we stock in our pantries, I know what my family would do. They don't eat like we do. They don't think like we do. And y'all, in that dumpster would be all the food, maybe not my canisters, but all the food that I preserved. All the jars, everything. So, take care of you. You're not taking care, unless you have a big family that is different. If you are taking care of a huge family, what I'm talking about, who you're taking care of, is you and your family immediately together. Not those who are on the outside, unless you absolutely have to. Now, it's okay to take care of others. If there is somebody that is sick and you see the need, absolutely share with them. You know, churches used to do that. Make them a meal. That'd be even better. Don't just bring them food, make them a meal. Use it from what you have stocked. So, I am a different type of thinker when it comes to stocking our food. Against everything you hear from all other homesteaders or from all other preppers, I think differently because nobody will tell you your food will start degrading. You know, just like our homes, they degrade. Everything starts losing its value in time. So our preserves are no different. So I'm going to tell you, please do stock this year a little bit for emergencies. At least have up to a year and a half or a year, a season. We started this due to my husband's job. Every winter it goes down. And every winter it has saved our tail end at keeping us afloat. We have not had to spend so much in groceries. And then since my dental work, it has helped again. I literally right now have restocked on jars. We have over 5 to 6 dozen jars back again that we have gone through since winter, and that was since October. I absolutely have no more chickpeas left over, and that was a trial run actually. I did about a dozen of them just to see would I even use them. Y'all, I used them so much that there ain't no more, and I make it for hummus, and I am missing my hummus. I'm fixing to make some more today. So we're going to get back into more canning videos again. Some of these may be repeats, but I have currently 2 pounds. I'm going to go with this and see how much I can get. If I have to, I'm going to add more. I do have other stuff that I am going to be stocking in dry form from Azure this year. I'm probably not going to go too much crazy. I will tell you what we are going to make sure this winter we have plenty of: hard white, hard red wheat berries, soft white wheat berries, our kamut, einkorn, spelt, and emmer wheat berries. I want all of my wheat grains for the year. We do eat our bread. I do use it for more than just bread. It's thickener, coating, everything. So I want to make sure that I have all of my wheat berries. I do not want further than a year because I'm risking the fact, even though I have very good sealed buckets, I'm risking the fact of adding something I don't want, which can be weevils in my berries. So I want to make sure that I have just what we need and I can go back the following year. I'm not going to waste and have somebody just throw away my life in the garbage and not enjoy what we worked so hard for. Y'all, that's somebody's money. If you think about it. And honestly, I sat down with my husband and I said, we work so hard. When do we ever enjoy our time? It is time we start enjoying life. Hence the reason, y'all, I'm drinking an iced coffee. I have not done this in so long. Why? I own an espresso maker. Why do I not enjoy it? I don't need to buy anymore. What I need to do is enjoy what I have. There's no sense of having it if you're not going to use it. When I saw that family's whole entire life in the dumpster, I'm telling you, it broke my heart and it really opened up my eyes. You really don't get to see something unless it's right in front of you. And I never thought of this. So, I'm no spring chicken. And I'm not going to sit here and waste my life anymore. I work and work. And my husband, we both work. When we went to the festival yesterday, oh my gosh, I had a ball. I felt like a kid in a candy store. I want more. I want to go fishing. I want to go camping. I want to enjoy what we have. Not go and get more, but enjoy what we have. I enjoy eating what I make every year. You know, this garden, whew, Lord have mercy. This garden is going to teach me a lesson about sitting still. See, we can learn so much through farmers, if you think about it. Farmers are the most patient people you will ever meet. We plant a seed. We wait. We water that seed. Rain comes. We rejoice for that seed. We still watch. Does that seed come up? Did it germinate? There's always a risk it won't. See, there's something about it when we put that seed in the ground. We don't know what the outcome's going to be. So we pray. We pray. We don't know what the weather's going to do to us. I have had seasons where it got dry, so hot it fried everything. And our crop that year was very, very poor. We ended up going to markets. And honestly, our markets say, oh, well, these are homegrown. Sorry, y'all, they were not homegrown. Because, see, I'm a farmer. I'm a homesteader. I know the difference in the flavor from a homegrown to a store-bought. You cannot fool me. There's a big, big difference. But I was resorted to that. And it's okay, because a lot of people don't grow their own. I'm not saying, please don't take me the wrong way. If you do that, that's fantastic. This is what we prefer. And I got hit that year. We didn't get anything. So again, we plant that seed every year. We don't give up. We just do it again. Growing and farm life, homesteading, teaches us patience. And it will test you to your limits. Just like this. It didn't dawn on me. It tests you to your limits. Patience is a virtue. I've always heard that. And I'm having to have patience myself, even to be able to eat. It's challenging. So once that seed is planted, the rain comes, and all of a sudden you start seeing that sprout. You leap for joy and rejoice. Now we go to watering, weeding, taking care of this, because we got several months before we can even get anything out of that germination. So again, we have to sit still, and yet we patiently take care of our babies, knowing and praying for that crop that comes up in the late summer and early fall. Then comes the harvest. Was our weather good to us that year? Did we have an abundance? Was our soils at its prime? Did we get good or did we get bad? Did the birds in the air come invade us, or the wildlife come and feast on the harvest as well? You know, that is an issue as well. So by the time the harvest comes, now we start making our plans. Well, we plan ahead of time what we're going to do. Now comes getting in that kitchen. We're freezing, dehydrating, preserving, canning, all of this. We're also enjoying our fruits of our labor with fresh foods as well. So this is joyous time. And yet, if you think about it, a farmer does this every year. Biblically, they did this every year. Why? Why would we want to go further than that? A year's worth of food is a lot of food for any of us, even in an emergency. And again, I will encourage you to at least do that. Going by the week, going by the month is harder. Our prices are going so much higher. I also want to show you something else. Hang on. Okay, y'all. Grocery prices. Now, here's a couple things I'm going to start helping you with. When I start noticing them at the grocery store and I start seeing it, I'm going to start reporting it onto my channel. Now, there have been a lot of talk, and I've heard that. I have. Durum wheat would fall into this as well. And that would be grain shortage. Now, I do know that there was a major drought last year. It even affected us. Our water bill had to be so much higher. So there is that thing. Do we get our grain anywhere else? I don't know. For me, I'm starting to order mine from Azure. They're from Oregon. They're from the United States, and they grow their own. So I found a resource that I'd like to be able to keep my wheat here in home. So with that comes other reasons why I have noticed for the longest time there was no pasta on the shelf. Now, that is one of the things that I've noticed went up and down. There were occasionally some pastas that were 98 cents, others were over $1. Today, just about every Walmart brand, granted, we are not a great fan of Walmart, but you know, sometimes you just do what you got to do. I can go out and buy wheat berries and mill my own and make my own pasta. But basically, it's not going to do me any good to go buy that much wheat berries when it's only me who's going to be able to eat it occasionally. Other than that, kamut is the only thing my husband can have as a pasta form, because durum wheat, once cooked, will spike his sugar. So occasionally, just for emergency sakes, I like to have a small amount of pasta on hand, and only ones that I would use in my Mediterranean dishes. Orzo is one of them. Rotini and rigatoni are others. Now, Walmart has all of their pasta, their Great Value brand, at 98 cents again. But I noticed something. Back when all the pasta was missing from the shelves, I never thought that maybe they were going through a packaging change, and they did. Now, the garden rigatoni is still in the box, but I've noticed they have elbow macaroni, they have rigatoni, they're all in a plastic bag. And to me, maybe that is the reason it was able to lower the prices. So sometimes we can make assumptions as to why something is not on the shelf, and we've heard it all. But what if it was just a packaging thing? I don't know. It's possible. So, just to let y'all know, there is pasta back on the shelves of Walmart, different packaging, but it's all coming down to about 98 cents. Now, here's what I'm going to say. There are foods going up and down right now. Stay focused. Watch your prices. Catch a sale. And then use those sales to do what you need to do. I've done this before. It is a new season. We're going to do this again. If you need a list of really good food to store up, at least for a year, or for emergency purposes only, pasta is one of them. Now, granted, there's a lot of people who can't, diabetics and such. For those who can, pasta is a good one. Dried beans. Now, frankly, diabetics can eat those at a small amount, minimal, but they can eat them. It's a complex carb. Dried beans are a fantastic protein. It is great in all different ways, even including fiber. Dried beans will also feed a family well. You can dehydrate potatoes. There are foods that you can store up dried that will help your family. Some of you are able to have rice. If you can afford it, for diabetic, Parish, P-A-R-I-S-H, Parish rice is good for diabetic. We have some. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate you for that. If you don't grow a garden, canned goods. Remember, don't go overboard. A good year's worth of canned goods, depending on the size of your family. Now, that's another thing. Go based by the size of your family of how much you are going to need for about a year. A year will take you through an emergency and through a season. That's how I balance my pantry. Now, you've seen our pantry was quite full. It still looks like that, but honestly, I could take everything that I have on both my shelves, put it all on one. Where before, I had to have 2 shelves. So the other shelf can be used for all my new jars now. So we have hit it where we need to start over. What did we go through? All of our canned green beans, now except for 3 jars or 2. We're down to 2 jars of our homegrown green beans that we canned. They're gone. All of our chickpeas, gone. Most of our black beans, red beans, pinto beans, and navy beans are gone. We have maybe about a dozen chili left. That's it. We still have store-bought canned goods that we have not gone through. We went mainly through the fresh foods, jarred, then we went through the canned foods. We can actually tell the difference. So we are looking at adding this year some corn that we will purchase from the Amish. It is organic, and I know that if I can it, it will be good. So I'm looking at doing that. Like I said, I'm staying Mediterranean, y'all. And even through this, I know one day at a time, I know I'm going to be able to eat again. And when I do, I want it to be the way it was all along. I'm not changing nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find a way to incorporate the Mediterranean lifestyle, even in a way I have to eat soft. And that would still be my hummus. So, and then avocados. I can actually mash my avocados up. Yeah, if you knew what this does to me. But, so these are things that I'm looking forward to being able to do. So yes, it is that time of season. I'm going to be pulling out the canners and we're going to start getting started. Starting with my chickpeas. Now I've seen, I don't know, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not, to me, it's not right. But there are folks who have taken ground chickpeas with their mills and ground it into flour and turned it into hummus. They claim that it's so much smoother. That is possible, but to me, there's nothing like that actual ground, mashed, pureed chickpea. So I'm going to keep doing it this way. I'm going to can it. Many complain about it super soft. It is super soft, actually. And that's what makes it great for hummus to me. So I'm going to keep doing that. I enjoy it. Butter beans. We still have butter beans. So at this point, I'm not going to do any more. So here's where I go from here. What is left over on our pantry, we will continue to keep using. When that is used up, I will restock with fresh and new. This way, I'm not just recycling my food. I want to use it up. This is something new that I've done because it keeps me from overstocking. It will keep me disciplined into eating what we already have instead of adding new to it. So I'm going to try new. I do every year and it's working. And one day I'm going to get it perfect. The other thing on our farm, we have made some major decisions. And some, it was really hard. One of those decisions, as you all know, we have been raising quail, pheasants, chickens, and turkeys. We love our poultry. But we have to think economically at this point because feed is rising. Now we are looking at doing something different. We are not allowed to free range our chickens, but we have an opportunity to create an atmosphere for them where they might think that they can. So, hear me out. We made the major decision because we don't, you all know already, we don't raise pets. I'm sorry, we've said this over and over, and forgive us, but we are very self-sufficient. I've told you that. There's reason for it. We know what we are growing. and it's safe. So we made a decision though on our turkeys because they eat a lot, y'all. So there was a family out of town that was looking to start homesteading. So we kind of made a deal with them and we sold out. So we no longer are raising turkeys. We don't purchase turkey enough or eat enough turkey because look, for us to buy one turkey for 2 people, I can divide that turkey in so many meals. Now here is what my husband and I have both decided. If we really want a farm fresh turkey, there is an option we can do. There is one breed we can actually get from Tractor Supply. We can raise that turkey up. We've done it before, and it's a white-breasted turkey. It is not made for breeding. It is made strictly for eating. This turkey will get so big and so quickly, you will destroy it if you let it get any bigger. It will collapse its legs. The one we purchased, it was by mistake. We didn't know nothing about it. Within 6 months, that turkey was about a 50-pound bird dressed. Lord have mercy, I couldn't even put the whole thing in my oven. I had to literally break it down just to be able to eat it. But it was so good. But it ate like a horse. Good Lord. So we have decided if we would like to do that farm fresh, we can purchase one of those turkeys, maybe 2, raise it up, and then use it for processing. And that's it. It would make better sense for us to do that or just go out and get a store-bought turkey. We would prefer the farm fresh because we know what we would feed it and we know that there would be nothing added to it that we don't want in our body. But these are our choices. To raise them is not being economically, smart for us. So, we sold out. Now, the pen that we had the turkeys in, this is where we're going to try to, and I'm going to talk to my husband as soon as he gets a chance. Bless his heart, he's working so much. When I get the chance, I'm looking at making a play area for the chickens per se. Taking that land and cleaning it up. Spreading seed out all over the place. Allowing that seed to grow. And then building a tunnel from the coop into the other tunnel to where the turkeys were, and having a place for the chickens to basically play in free range, giving them extra vitamins and minerals, and then taking them back. I think that would be kind of cool. It would give them everything that they need more than what they have now. It would give us greater meat and eggs. And I'm going to talk to my husband about that because we really don't plan on growing any more turkeys. However, you have seen the babies that we had gotten from Mama out here, and it's really strange. My mama outside that my husband has on his hen, she hatched 4 of my eggs, of my Brahmas, and those 4 all came out to be dark. Well, I went gathering on our eggs, just like on hers, and I incubated them. Today is hatch day, and 2 days ago, I had said a prayer when I put them in lockdown, and I said, Lord, I'm going to tell you what I did. I will be happy, and I think there's over a dozen eggs. I will be happy if only 1 baby hatches, and I meant that. Because it is hard. I mean, we've got rain and everything, fluctuations of humidity, heat. It makes it hard to try to hatch your own. So I would be happy with just 1, because that would go with the 4 outside. Are they hens or roosters yet? We don't know. That comes in time. But right now, I would be happy because I have currently 4. Today is technically hatch day, and for the past 2 days, we went from 1 baby chick, and God bless me right now so far with 6 baby chicks, plus the 4 outside. The weird part about it is that mama hatched 4 dark Brahmas. We have dark Brahma roosters and 1 hen. This is weird. But all the ones I'm hatching are the light Brahmas. They're white. So I don't know what happened here. And I have 1 Easter egger. I'm hoping it'll hatch. And if not, I'm grateful. Seriously, y'all, I'm grateful just to have this 6 plus those. I have 10 chickens right now. New. My stocks are replenished. So I'm happy. I have so much more room now. I can go and get more chickens. Chickens are one that we use a lot. So it makes sense. So we have some more babies. And we like to redo our own stocks. We will change out our roosters and do it that way because, again, we know what we're eating in a self-sufficient lifestyle. So these are some of the things that we are doing, and this is what we are making our plans for this year. When the babies are ready to come out of the incubator and into the brooder, I got to clean everything up. I will show you a bit of our excitement on that one too. So I hope you're getting ready because this is spring. We are getting ready to start hitting the homestead hot and heavy. I am going this weekend. This is when we start doing our pantry. We start seeing our stocks. We start evaluating what we want, what didn't work, what we don't want, and we go from there. Matter of fact, I can try to take you, I'll take you through the pantry tour of what's left since October, what we've been doing, and how much it has actually helped us between that and the freezer. But I will tell you right now, when we see a sale, we're hitting it. But our grocery bill, honestly, for 2 people, we don't grocery shop all that much. If we do, it's for fresh vegetables or milk. Feta cheese. Matter of fact, I was getting low on feta, so I grabbed a gallon of milk because I make my own anymore. I don't spend $8 for this little bitty block when I can get a half-gallon jar that I can put in my refrigerator and I can go to it anytime I want to for, well, almost up to 2 pounds of cheese. So I make my own. I do this because it's healthy, it's economical, and I love it. I love who I am, y'all. I love what we do. So I'm going to go through the pantry with you, and we did this several months ago before we started the challenge. And we're still, our challenge is every day. We still eat from it. And so I'm going to show you what we're not going to stock up on, what we are going to stock up on. Okay, y'all, so these are the these beans right here. I am not going to restock these because we still have a good section of them. Our chickpeas, I prefer canning my own, so these are emergency cans when I'm running out. That's it. My tuna stock, we have plenty that I can see right here. So I'm not going to be doing much more of that. Let me go over here. It's dark area. It's as light as I can get with that kind of bulb, y'all. I have 11, let's see. Yeah, I have 11 jars of chicken left. I think we're going to leave this until we need more of it. Up here is our beef. And we have 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jars left of beef stew. So we find a sale on beef, I'll probably be canning some more of this. Our chili, this was great. We had almost 2 dozen worth of chili, and we now have 5 jars left. So that was definitely a restock. My husband loved the greens. So we have 2 jars left on these greens, so I'm definitely going to be doing some more of this. I have sugar-free cranberry sauce. I'm not going to do no more. I have enough for this right now. We're going to leave that. Salmon, I have 3 cans left. That's going to be a redo, absolutely. I have about 2 dozen jars of hamburger still. This is not going to be a redo at this moment. We're going to use this up first, and then if we end up needing some more, I can always can it later. What's nice about this and canning is this can be done any time of the year. So, and that goes for the chicken soup as well. I have enough chicken soup. I don't really need to go and can anymore. So, beef broth. That is an absolute, yep, I need more of, along with chicken broth. We are almost out. That was fantastic. These potatoes, we have approximately 6 jars left. So as far as those are concerned, those were the ones for my mashed potatoes. Personally, in my opinion, I like the fresh better than jarred. I probably will not be doing that again. So that was one of my lessons learned. It was new, and I'll replace that with some corn. My cranberry juice. I have, see, 3, 4, 8 jars left. I love that. I love it in the summer. That is definitely this fall going to be another restock. My herb potatoes, absolutely. I had about 2 dozen. We are down to 6, 8 jars. So that herbed potatoes definitely will be done again. My husband and I like to do what's called fondue. These were perfect. It's almost like the same thing that you get from store-bought cans, but they taste better. So we do a fondue. It's what we grew up with. My husband bought me a pot, and occasionally we sit down, and I will have to video that one day on how do we do a fondue. It's really cool. It's a way for a family to sit together and eat slow. But this is definitely, yes, we're going to be doing this again. We love this. At this point, though, I'm not going to buy anymore and can it. These are our mushrooms. I still have a dozen. Well, no, I have more than a dozen, I believe. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. No, that's a dozen. And then we have 15 jars still of mushrooms. So if I get to a point where these start going down, we will definitely do this. I love this, I think, better canned than I liked it dehydrated. So that is another one that definitely needs to be put on the shelf. You can see these empty jars are everywhere, y'all. We are filling this back up. Okay, so I did get some butter beans by the cans. These are my emergency cans, and I'm going to actually keep these. I'm not going to buy any more. These are our black beans. This is all that's left. We have 4 jars. However, at this point, I don't see the need to go and build any more because we don't go through it that much. We are going to use what we have first. Same with these soup beans. Now, my husband loves these. This is still a mixture. We have our ham and bean soup, which we have 3, 4, 5 jars left of those. We have 2 jars of pintos, little red beans, kidney beans, and that's it. So all these are mixed beans. Again, we don't need any more. I'm going to use what we have. And see, these are where we make our decisions. What do we need? What we don't need. Our green beans. Okay, we have 3 jars left of green beans. This is an absolute. We are going to do this again. We loved it both with cut and French cut. I can do both, and I love it. Now, I showed you the store-bought butter beans, but I also have home canned butter beans. So I definitely don't need butter beans, and when they get low, I will restock it. Okay, that is what, not this one, this is a jar of pintos, which actually need to go with the bean sections over here. This is all we have left on our chicken stock. We went through see, this is almost 2 dozen that I did, and we went through all of this except for the last 8 jars, and I'm still going through it. So this is an absolute, has to be redone again. Our tomatoes. Now, I will not be doing, I am growing Roma tomatoes, absolutely. But I will not be doing tomato sauce this year. I have plenty enough sauce. What I don't have is ketchup and paste. These are absolutely important to me. Also, I don't have whole tomatoes. I find that I am using them as well. I have plenty of diced. Now, those are store-bought. But this leaves me room for other type of tomatoes I can use, including fire roasted. We love that flavor. So we can fire roast our homegrown and do them by our own canning. So this is going to leave room for tomatoes of a different kind, leaving us with sugar-free ketchup even. And down here, all that's left. Now these are empty jars. This is store-bought French cut green beans, and those are store-bought cut green beans. We are not buying any more. So, that's going to stay, and if we do green beans, it's going to be fresh canned. I may even help my family with a whole pack of these because we did not go through them. We still have more, so we're not doing without. That's our emergency stock anyways. We still have our jalapenos. We're not doing any more of these. We want to get through this first. These are empty jars, both sections right here. And then down here, we have, let's see, what were these? This is dill pickle relish, sugar-free. We are not doing any more. We have a dozen. We do not need to do any more of that. And then down here, these are our beautiful stock that I absolutely love. We're going through it slowly. This, my friends, is our fried green tomatoes. Although we don't need any right now, I'm going to debate because we actually really like that. So I'm going to debate what we're going to do. I think we got plenty enough right now. We'll see what happens because that dilly flavor actually worked. But we also like it fresh too. So let's go back to the kitchen. Okay, y'all, so what looks like a lot technically kind of isn't a lot. We went through, if you can look back, that thing was loaded. Both shelves were just loaded. We're dealing with the remnants, but this is where we make our decision like I showed you. What do we still continue to use before we add any more? And what do we absolutely need? And what would we like to replace instead of something that we've done? So we do our evaluation right now before the new season begins, and that's what I'm doing today. I do know I showed you there are things we're going to get started on. Some of this may be repeats again in canning, but I will show you how to do this because I think it's important for everybody to know that. And if you don't want to can, that's fine. You can store buy it. I may even help a family with some of that was left over we might not use. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the new year, and I hope you're ready for the new year with me. I am going to teach you everything I can about baking your own bread. However, mine will be fresh milled, just so you know that. But I can teach you the same aspects on how to bake your own breads. I am actually getting ready to do a fresh milled brownies for us using a sugar substitute. I may do a video for that with you because, oh my gosh, a brownie, y'all, a brownie. So, I hope you enjoyed this mail call, y'all, coffee moment. I hope you're getting ready as you know what we're getting into the new season. This is a new year, a new season. Partin's Heritage, I'm getting this. Partin's Heritage Homestead is open. We are going to hit the ground running. I love you all, each and every one of you. I hug you, and I hope you're going to take this journey with us. It's going to be fun on the farm. It's also going to be interesting because we don't know what's ahead of us, but we're going to take every moment with a prayer of thanks. Just like I did for just one baby chick, and I have 6 right now. So let's see what happens and how many more we're going to get. I love you. Until next time, much, much love from Partin's Heritage Homestead. Please, please pray for my friend Cece. She needs it. Thank you.